10th Standard Social Science 1 mark questions. Political Science Unit 2 Indian Foreign Policy. What is foreign policy? An interaction of one country with other countries is known as foreign policy. What is a sovereign country? A sovereign country is that country which is not under any other country's control, either for internal or external issues. Who outlined the foreign policy of India for the first time to the general public in radio speech on September 7th, 1946? Jawaharlal Nehru. What is the importance of radio speech of Jawaharlal Nehru in September 7th, 1946? The speech gave an indication of the foreign relationship that India is going to foster with countries like America, Russia, and China. Who was the first Prime Minister of India? The first Prime Minister of India was Jawaharlal Nehru. Many a times the foreign policy of India is also called as foreign policy of Nehru. Why? Jawaharlal Nehru managed the foreign policies of India as an external affairs minister, apart from being the prime minister as well. What is Panchashila principle? India and China accepted 5 principles to foster their international relationship. It is known as Panchashila principle. When was Panchashila principle signed? Panchashila principles were signed in the year 1954. Who signed Panchashila principles? Jawaharlal Nehru and Zhou Enlai signed Panchashila principles. Name the nations which signed Panchashila principles. India and China. Why did India and China sign Panchashila principles? To foster their international relationship. The Cold War took place between which 2 countries? The Cold War took place between USA and USSR. What is non-aligned policy? Not joining any of the power blocks of the world is known as non-aligned policy. The credit of creating an independent policy of being non-aligned goes to which country? India. Who followed the principle of eye for an eye in foreign policy. The principle of eye for an eye in foreign policy was followed by Lal Bahadur Shastri and Indira Gandhi. Which wars were guided by eye for an eye in foreign policy? The wars held in 1965 and 1971 with Pakistan were guided by eye for an eye in foreign policy. Who tried to reform our foreign policy and strived to have better relationship with Pakistan? Atal Bihari Vajpayee. What is imperialism? Imperialism is an attempt by a sovereign country to take over another sovereign country with the intention of ruling it for its personal gains. The foreign policy of India opposes imperialism. Why? It was natural for India, which gained its independence from an imperial country, to oppose such moves of other countries. In which conference India declared no corner of the world shall have imperialism? The Conference of Asian Countries held in New Delhi and Bandung. What is apartheid? Apartheid is an attempt by a race or people of a particular skin color to subjugate another race of people of different skin color in the name of supremacy. Which country declared that no country of the world shall practice apartheid? India. In which country is apartheid so prevalent? South Africa. Who fought against apartheid in South Africa? Nelson Mandela. What is disarmament? The process of elimination of specific arms step by step is called disarmament. India advocates for the reduction of arms qualitatively as well as quantitatively. Why? India, being peace-loving country, advocates for the reduction of arms qualitatively as well as quantitatively. What does the Constitution of India's Article 51 advocate? The Constitution of India's Article 51 advocates for a foreign policy that aims at establishing international peace and cooperation. Which article of India's Constitution advocates for international peace and cooperation? Article 51. Which ministry plays a decisive role in formulating our foreign policy? The Ministry of External Affairs of the central government. What does Indian foreign policy aim at? Indian foreign policy aims at strengthening UNO. How does India strive to have strong foreign relationship with the countries of world? India strives to have strong foreign relationship with the countries of world through SAARC and Commonwealth of Nations. It is impossible and impractical to attain total disarmament. Why? Because every country needs arms for its protection. That's why it is impossible and impractical to attain total disarmament.